Interplanting is one of my favorite aspects of gardening, and this is one of my favorite interplantings. We have bush beans and baby dill, and there's lots of different permutations, whether it's by variety or other baby herbs that you can grow, but you want to be sure that you know when they are frost sensitive, because with these, for the beans and the dill, they're very sensitive to the cold, so we were sure to plant them after the final frost in the soil and the air was nice and warm. And the beans we planted 1 inch deep every 3 inches, and the dill we plant about a ½ inch deep and 2 seeds per inch, so much more densely. And now is the perfect time to be thinning our beans. Really, we could have done it a few days ago, I truly confess, but beans, they have some windows of when to thin them, and you don't have to, like carrots are very particular. You want to be thinning them just as their first true leaves are emerging. And with the beans, these are the cotyledons down here that are just shriveling, breaking off. There's those lovely cotyledons. But here are the first true leaves. Their second set of true leaves is just coming on, and it's not too late to thin them. So I'm thinning them to 1 plant every 6 inches. And also take a look over here. This plant is a little smaller, even though it's perhaps the exact spacing that we want, but it's a little smaller. And also there's this plant which is much bigger, and there's this plant which is a little smaller and tucked right up against the edge. So I'll be selecting against those little ones. And yeah, with this one too, it's a little smaller than this, and so I'll be selecting against it, just using my finger to pinch back the stem. That way I'm not disturbing the roots that might potentially disturb the roots of the plants I am selecting for. And right in between these rows is my dill. And so you can perhaps imagine these beans are going to get full and fully shade out all of this where the dill is now growing. But while the beans are still small, they're growing these lovely leaves, and I'll probably harvest that dill when it's about 5-6 inches tall, and I'll just harvest it likely once and done, because at that point, by the time it takes to regrow, all of this beautiful foliage of the beans will have crowded in around it. But it's a marvelous way to utilize this space that otherwise would just be empty, and have fun interplanting, friends. And I can't wait to share more little interplanting tricks with you.